Hey y'all, it's your girl coming back to you with another video doing some moves with Nicole. Y'all know I love my Pilates. I realize some of y'all may be watching this on mute. You may not be watching this on mute. But either way, enjoy the video. Today I just want to talk about the 8 limbs of yoga. This is something I've been learning in my yoga class on my journey to get my certificate so that one day I can be a licensed teacher and hopefully I'll see you in one of my classes. My goal is to travel the world and be a yoga instructor. Would love that, helping people find their center and balance. Well, let's hop right into this lesson. Like I said, today we're talking about the 8 limbs of yoga. First one is Yama. Yama represents the environment and universal morality. It embraces our attitude towards the environment and it's a reflection of our true nature. So that's kind of like the outside, you know? You're embodying this meat sack and you're walking around in this environment. So it's kind of like Yama is how you are seeing the outside. But then when you get to Niyama, that is yourself and or personal behavior, which embraces our attitude towards ourselves and evolution towards harmony. Now Yama, like I said, is the outside, but Niyama is the inside. So kind of think of it like that. They're sisters, yin and yang. Yama outside, Niyama inside. And then we'll move on to Asana. Asana represents the body and your postures. So it's the practice of body exercises and the comfort of being in your posture. So that's your physical more so. So you got Yama, which is the external, Niyama, which represents the internal, kind of like your mental, and then you got Asana, which represents your physical state. And if you notice, these things are coming together to be one whole body, mind, soul, and spirit. The next thing is Pranayama. Pranayama, which is your breathing techniques and your prana control. You practice healthy breathing exercises, embracing enhancement and guidance of universal energy. And that is prana. Prana is universal energy. That's why with pranayama, it's important to practice your breathing so you can also practice your prana control. We are a collective, y'all. We are universal energy. We move in and flowing together. You breathe, I breathe. You stop breathing, I'll probably stop breathing too. Not literally, but it might throw off the flow of things and mess up some of the energy in the collective. Or not really mess it up, but we will feel it. We are interconnected. Human beings are meant to be connected. Anyway, the next one is Pratyahara. Pratyahara, which is your senses, but the withdrawal of your senses. So it's like the restraining of our senses because you're encouraging your senses to draw within. So more so in a sense of refraining from using your senses, more so you're just going inwards. You're going inwards instead of focusing on the outwards and using your senses on the outward. Use it on the inward, kind of like your sixth sense. Excuse my lisp, it's a whole lot of but it's like your sixth sense. You're focusing on strengthening your sixth sense. Next up, we have Dharana. The concentration and intense focus. It embraces the ability to direct our minds, gathering and focusing of conscious inward. Your consciousness is going inward. That's what you're focusing on. So if you notice, a lot of these steps are just helping you focus on you, essentially. And every step leads you from the external to the internal so that you eventually lead to becoming one. Spoiler alert. But yes, Dharana is some insane concentration and you're almost there. The next one is Dhyana or Dhyana. Contemplation and meditation. It embraces the ability to develop interactions with what we seek to understand and its continuous inward flow of consciousness. Again, each step is just bringing you more and more inward. It's all about you, baby, for real. The last one, and the most, not most important. I think they're all important equally. But this is just the last step. This is what we were leading you up to. This is the spoiler alert that I just gave a couple seconds ago. But it's Samadhi. Samadhi. Oneness. Oneness. Complete integration with the object to be understood. Union with the divine consciousness. Samadhi. And those are your 8 limbs of yoga. So when I'm practicing the Yoga Sutras, I kind of use it as steps to calm down my anxiety, because that's essentially what I do yoga for. But the 8 yoga limbs, they're a path of union through practices that take your awareness inward. It's kind of like steps you would take when you want to get to like true ultimate meditation in a sense. So I count to 8, 1 through 8. I go through the steps. I'm like 1, okay, Yama, environment. I look around, taking my environment, make sure I'm in a good environment. And if I'm not, I need to cancel out the bad. So I'm like, Yama, am I in a good environment that reflects my true nature? 2, Niyama. Let me look at myself. What's my attitude towards myself? What's my attitude towards nature and everybody else? But most importantly, what's my attitude towards myself? Number 3, Asana. Is my posture good? Am I sitting up straight? You know what I'm saying? And this is just me going through the steps on a regular day, just trying to bring down my anxiety. Not even when I'm sitting in the yoga doing a practice. Like, this is just me on a basic level going through a regular day. So like I said, 1, environment. Am I in a good environment? That's Yama. 2, Niyama. What's my attitude right now towards myself? 3, Asana. Is my posture good? Am I sitting up straight, chest out, head up, shoulders back? Posture in your body makes a big difference, for sure. And 4, Pranayama. Am I breathing? I think sometimes people forget to breathe. I know you're always on autopilot, but sometimes take yourself off autopilot and go into manual mode and really raise awareness for yourself, just for yourself. I mean, after number 1, which is environment. But yeah, raise awareness for yourself more often. Go into manual mode, see what's going on, check in. Pranayama, am I breathing? 5, Pratyahara. Where are my senses at? Can I see? Can I smell? Can I hear? Can I touch? Can I, wait, so let's say 5. See, smell, taste. There we go. Do my taste buds work? Ever since COVID, things have been just a little topsy-turvy. So, like I said, it's always good to check in here. Are your senses working? And check on that 6th sense sometimes, I know, like I said, these are just the steps we're going through on like a regular, not even practicing the yoga. But even then, I check in with the 6th sense. Like, Spirit, are you there? Yeah, they're always there. Never going to leave my side. 6, Dharana. Let me concentrate. Okay, let me concentrate. Let me focus. Let me direct my mind to something positive. Let me bring it all together. What am I going to focus on? This is the beginning of meditation. Okay, let me concentrate. What are we focusing on today? What am I going to, I'm bringing it all together. I'm bringing it all in one spot. Calming down my mind. 7, Dhyana. Now we're getting into the true meditation. True meditation. What do I want to understand? What do I want to focus on? Let me continuously flow inward. Let me get my consciousness to reach 8, Samadhi, oneness with myself, oneness with divine consciousness, complete integration with spirit. Samadhi. That is the goal. That is what we were trying to reach. So, like I said, I use the 8 limbs of yoga to bring down the anxiety attack if I'm having one, or just to center myself, find some balance. And that's on a regular day, not even just sitting and doing the entire yoga meditation process. So let's imagine yoga is like a big magic tree with 8 special branches. I'm explaining to y'all as if we all in kindergarten here. Each one helps us grow big and strong, kind and happy inside and out. 1. Yama, you're being kind to others. This means we don't hurt people. We tell the truth, we share, we're not greedy, and we act nicely, like being a good friend. And that will create an environment that'll be a reflection of our true nature. 2. Niyama, be kind to yourself. Not just others, but yourself. Other than, brushing your teeth, cleaning up after yourself, be thankful, try your best, take care of you. Be nice to yourself. You're human. You're allowed to make mistakes sometimes. And everybody is perfect. Everybody is perfect because we're human, we're alive, we're breathing. And as long as you're being yourself, you are perfect. If you're not yourself, that's when I'll say you're not perfect. Just be yourself. God created you to be that way. 3. Asana, move your body. Yes, we got yoga. Come on, I'm doing Pilates. Yeah. Do your tree pose or do your cat and cow. Or move your body like a snake. Just shake it all out. It makes your body strong and flexible and just able. And if you're able, please use your body, move your body. I think people don't realize all it takes is just a little walk. Get up, touch your toes. It'll make you feel so much better. In a sense, move before you do anything else. 4. Pranayama, breathing like a superhero. Big, slow breaths to help you feel calm and focused. It's like blowing up a big balloon or smelling a flower, which is just as important to moving your body. Asana and Pranayama are my favorite because I love to breathe, focus on breathing, and I love to move my body. It always makes me feel better before anything else. 5. Pratyahara, turning your senses inwards. That means taking a break from noisy things and listening to your heart. Like when you close your eyes and just be peaceful. Like I said earlier, we focusing on that 6th sense. We're connecting with our 6th sense. 6. Dharana, focusing like a laser. It's like when you color inside the lines, you focus on that or listen really carefully to a story, like what I'm telling you right now. But one thing at a time, of course. So focus. 7. Dhyana, quiet time for your mind. Sit still. Just be. It's like watching the clouds float by in your head or counting the sheep when it's nap time. Oh, that made me feel peaceful. 8. Samadhi, feeling super peaceful and happy. That's the big happy feeling at the end when your heart feels everything from above and now you're feeling love and calm like a big cozy hug from the inside. That's our magic yoga treat. It helps us feel good in our body, heart, and mind. And it brings us to one divine union with consciousness. Now, I hope y'all understand the 8 limbs of yoga. I tried to explain it to you by the book. I tried to explain it to you in my terms. I also tried to explain it to you like a kindergartner. And if you don't get it by now, then me and you will have to have a one-on-one private session. And so I could teach my first yoga class. That would be cool. So yeah, I'm gonna just rock out with y'all to the end. I don't know if you've seen my previous videos, but I really like doing yoga, y'all. Not just to stay flexible, but to stay centered and peaceful. When I'm having a bad day, I'll go practice some yoga or Pilates, and it'll make me feel so much better just to get my body moving, get my breath under control, and just get my mind clear and bring it all to peace. My mind, body, heart, soul, spirit. I think it's really important to take time to connect with yourself and then, connect with spirit, which is ultimately your higher self. It's really important to do that every day. And it makes me sad because sometimes I watch people around me, they're scared to be alone or scared to be lonely for whatever reason. There's multiple reasons, but I watch people around me be scared to be by themselves. And I'm like, oh my God, why? I love being by myself. I love talking to myself. I'm an expert. But I just wish more people would enjoy being with themselves or just being alone. Not just like all the time, of course not, or not for the rest of your life, of course not. We still need people. Human connection is important. And it's funny that sometimes you need people and sometimes you just need yourself. So maybe give it like a 50-50, 50% of the time should be with people and then maybe the other 50 with yourself. However you want to divide it, 80-20, 60-40, 90-10, because I know some people are extroverts, some people are introverts, but just know you need both in this life. And because you're human, you need both. Spend time with yourself, get to know yourself, treat yourself, take care of yourself, love yourself, okay? Let me repeat that. Love yourself. I think that's like one of the most important things in this life, in any lifetime, honestly. Love yourself. I think that'll help you navigate the world better because you love yourself, and now you love your neighbor, and you love everything that's going on around you. It's just a reflection of your true nature. And that's what we talked about in Yama, right? The first one. These things will always come back up and come together, always, in this life, in any life. It makes sense. And I think even if you don't practice yoga, there's other practices that are similar to yoga and just turning inwards, becoming one with the divine, becoming one with yourself. There's other practices. It doesn't have to just be yoga. But I chose yoga. I chose Pilates. I chose aerial arts. I chose pole. I chose the things that I love to do, my favorite hobbies. I chose things that represent me and make me feel good. So choose something that represents you and make you feel good. Something you love to do, something you like to do, something you want to try and just see. Try things. Try out new hobbies, try out new jobs, try out stuff. That's how you get to know yourself. Stuff you might or might not like. That's how you get to know yourself. So that way you learn to love yourself just a little bit more. And that's how you also take care of yourself, I think it's easier when you're doing things that you like or doing things that you love and like you make it a hobby or you make money off of it. And that just makes life easier because especially if you live in America, we are literally like put here to survive all the time. And like go to school, go to work, do all this till you die, get married, have children. This is the American dream. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the American dream, but I was just born here, so, I kind of got to go along with it. But I find things to do that make me happy and things that I love because I love myself. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to take care of myself. So I'm going to do what I love. I don't know about y'all. And I'm going to do what makes me some money. I don't know about y'all. We got to turn from just surviving and go towards thriving. We need to survive and thrive, And it sucks that we're always in survival mode here because I've been to other countries and, they thrive. And I think everybody as a human, don't get me wrong, we all have to survive because life gets crazy, am I right? But don't forget to thrive, y'all. Don't forget to thrive. Don't focus on surviving all the time. I know we have to, make money, buy food. Yeah, the system. Yeah. But don't forget your own ecosystem, your own system. Do what makes you happy and do what you love. Thanks for rocking out with me, y'all. I hope y'all learned something. I explained it like 3 times in 3 different ways. And I know I try to explain things to people the best I can so that they understand from my point of view or my perspective. And sometimes people might not get it because it sounds like jibber jabber because I'm a Pisces Mercury if you are a fellow astrologer out there. So the way I explain things is the way I see things, kind of like in picture, if that makes sense. I am that description under the picture when people need a second description of what the picture is. That's me. That's me. But I'm just trying to explain it to you in the lamest terms, or in like most beginner basic terms. No matter how old you are or how advanced you are, I just want people to understand, and maybe it'll bring out your inner child. Never forget your inner child. I think that's what survival mode try to make you forget too. Your inner child. And just know that's like the beginning and the end, essentially. Your inner child. Think about it. Do what you love, y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and my yapping and rambling and voiceover. I hope you learned something, and I hope you come back. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and enjoy the rest of the video. My camera got exhausted and it cut me off, but I did finish my exercise. Don't play with your girl. Don't sleep on me. I did finish my exercise because Nicole, she will kick your butt. Y'all should try her videos. Let me make sure I tag her too. So y'all should try out some of her. Try with the beginner first, because Nicole will take you there. Okay? So start with her beginner videos and then work your way up to intermediate, moderate, and advanced. Ooh. Yeah, I'm putting in that work. But like I said, stay tuned for the next lesson or the next video or whatever I'm cooking up, y'all. I'm always cooking up something. But enjoy. Love, y'all. Oh yeah, well-deserved child's pose. Ooh, yeah, shake it out, stretch it out. You made it to the end, y'all. Ooh, I told y'all, Nicole will kick your butt. Y'all check out her videos, try some of her workouts. Make sure you stay hydrated, because she will do it to you. But it was a good workout. I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good, looking good. Stay good, y'all. Take care of yourself. Love. Peace.